Good morning, friends. I'm coming to you from Popovo, Bulgaria. This is episode 3 of a continuing story about getting our utilities changed over. I'm working on getting the water changed over into our name, and just a little bit of a recap. So we bought a property here in Bulgaria a couple months ago. It was a property that we found last summer, put a deposit down, and when we came this year, the utilities were still on, and we just picked up the payments, and now we're officially getting it changed over into our name. I haven't had any problem paying the electric bill and keeping it current because I have a specific account number. But to be able to pay the water bill was not something I was able to do. So I've been kind of forced into going ahead and taking care of the changing the name over part. It's taken a couple of times into town for a variety of reasons, but none of it's been miserable. It's just a little time consuming. So let me show you what I got in my hands here. Okay, so this top document here is our actual deed. It's an important piece of paper that I've needed to show. And then this document is the contract that the water company had given me to fill out, which I tried to do myself but was unsuccessful, so my attorney helped me with it. But what I didn't have was the rubber stamp to put by my name, because as an American, in order to buy a property, I had to do it through a business entity, and so my business entity needs to have a rubber stamp. So next stop is to go see if my rubber stamp is ready for this paperwork. The park to get to this office store that's making my rubber stamp for me. It cost about $12 to have this done. All of the costs associated with this have been very affordable by our standards. Like my electric bill for a month was $18. Now, admittedly, we don't use a lot of electricity. We don't have air conditioning system or anything like that. We run maybe one light bulb at a time, and the refrigerator's running, run a microwave a little bit, just not using a whole lot, but still $18 is extremely affordable. They have very pretty parks here. This is the town of Popovo. I think it has like 20 to 30,000 population, something like that. So I'm going to do a couple things while I'm at this office supply store. Hopefully it all goes well. I've got a flash thumb drive thing with me to have some documents printed out for some other things that I'm working on. I haven't done that before, but I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Okay, back with you in a second. Something real quick, kind of fun. There's a little bit of wire mesh fence that's been put on here, and people have put their little commemorative locks on them. Seen this in different places around the world. The first place I was aware was on the Brooklyn Bridge. There's a real heavy number of them. This is a little water sluiceway that goes down through the middle of town. Makes a great landmark to orient yourself in town. It's the first week of June here, 2019, and the weather's just absolutely spectacular. It's so comfortable. Fridays in Popovo is market day. It runs down this stretch of street here. There's a lot of new items, household items, clothing, farming needs, all kinds of things. It goes all the way down to the end of the street. And then there's also some secondhand stuff that's sold. And here's our little office supply store. Dusty. Hello. I ordered a stamp. Well, that's so far so good. Goat strains, that's it. Okay, well, I must say I think that went very well. I was in and out pretty quickly. Maybe I was in there for 15 minutes or so. They had my rubber stamp ready to go, put their hands on it immediately. I handed over my little handy-dandy flash drive. Last time I was in there, I wanted to email them some documents to print out, but that's not something that they did. I had to come back and give it to them on a flash drive. No big deal. What else did they do for me? So then one of the things I had printed out, I had to sign, and then they scanned it for me and put that back on my flash drive, maybe multiple copies. It was all quite affordable. I bought a 3-ring notebook. Well, it's actually a 2-ring notebook. But anyway, the name of this place is OK Office. Just something I want to add for those who are expats or considering living abroad and are a bit intimidated about it. The most important tool you have in your toolbox, in addition to a few words of a local language, is your smile and your patience. it's very awkward for people who don't speak our language to wait on us, and it's intimidating, and it makes people feel awkward. And if you go into that recognizing that and just are really patient and friendly and acknowledge it, it all goes so much better. She was trying to explain to me that the little sheet covers that I was getting were less expensive if I bought them in a big package, and I understood. But she was really shocked that I would still just want to buy them by the each, but I just didn't need a big old giant package of them. So she, there's a little bit of frustration on her part, but it's all good, when she realized that, I was fine with it. It's all good. Okay, so what am I going to do next? I think I'm going to wander the market for just a little bit and relax, and then head to the water place and see if I can't get that done now that I've got my stamp. Okay. A few little glances around the outdoor market here. Just going to walk right down the center of it. Got your fishing supplies over here, Dusty. Solar panels, little electronics store. Hunting knives, shoes. It's a lot of effort to bring all this stuff out here for once a week. Pretty cool. My destination's at the end of the street where I like to check out the used stuff. These are canning lids. There's a lot of canning, preserving of things going on these days. It's that time of the year. You've got your curtains and such. Well, I didn't find anything that I needed to buy, so then I meandered on up, finding my way back to the water place. Love stopping and looking at the gardens and checking out how people propagate, put their vegetables and their flowers close together. A little warm on my back, but it was a lovely walk. It's pretty cool here because fruit grows right along the side of the street, and you're welcome to pick and enjoy. Not a problem. These are mulberries. Delicious. These cherries were really beautiful, but quite tart. Took my time, but finally found the place again. So friends, this nice lady's getting this done for me. Here's my little receipt and my 25 leva. Filled out a little book. They had to make a copy of my deed and the contract that I signed and filled out. She's getting my change. Almost got my water changed over. Well, it cost a lot less than what I expected, about $3, and I celebrated with this nice, sweet lady who was happy to see me be so happy about my success. Remember, friends, living like Rhonda means simply relaxing into it, having fun with it, and enjoying every moment of our lives. Thanks for following along, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel so you get notifications of future episodes, and feel free to share with friends who might like to join along too. Have a great day.